fire rated doors. One thing you'll want to know is that there's 7 doors on this job. 6 of which are fire doors. The other one's is just a counter shutter with the same type of operator. There's a serial number. It's actually a job number. It's the same number on all the doors. The only difference is there's a door mark behind the number to indicate which door it is. So if you ever have any trouble, you want to call Cooks and anything you want to know about that door, if you just give them that job number, they won't be able to do much with that. But if you give them the door mark, they will tell you everything about this door. The springs in there, the slat length, anything you ever want to know, they know, and they've been doing that since the 40s. So it's important to, if you want to contact them, to know that number. The number's on the bottom bar, it's on the head plate, they have that number all over. So the way this system works is it's pretty simple. When the door is up, the brake is on. They're purposely weighted a little bit heavy or sprung a little bit heavy so that when that brake release, the door just automatically drops. There's no spring release. There's no arms you have to hook back up. I'm sure you guys braves in the old days, you've seen those, how complicated they could be. So this is basically then the Firefly that we're going to teach you how to reset. That's what releases the door. The fire alarm comes into the Firefly shuts the power off, spits the pin out, releases the brake, and the door goes down. I'll show you a little diagram here because it is so tight up there so you'll know what you're looking at. There's a plunger on the operator.
On this one, I believe on the bottom. You can actually see it right here.
Okay.
You see it right on the bottom. You see it, and then the
Right there, right?
Yeah.
So
That small wire?
Yeah, well, it's connected to the and the wire's connected to it, but it's the plunger right there at the bottom.
Oh,
Back where
okay.
the springs at, all of that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So we found through time the best way to do this is this release device has to be pulled back, and there's the cable is attached to the pin in the Firefly. So what we do is we get there with a pair of vice grips, and we'll actually pull the release pin and then vice grip it so it won't come back. There's a little red light that comes on. Zeke will show you where that's at when we get up there. That says, okay, the pin is engaged, and then it has to be a certain point, so that lets you know, okay, plunger's where it needs to be, lock it in place, and then you're free to go over to the Firefly and use both hands. You can back the tension off. There's a turnbuckle, so you can spin that back a couple turns. There's a lever you pull up on the Firefly. You stick the pin back in, drop the lever, release pin back in, make sure it stays in there, and then you can add tension back. If you don't do that, you're trying to fight that cable, you're fighting all that pressure trying to get it in there. So in the meantime, the vice grip is holding the plunger in place. You're free to set that thing back in, and once you do that, you come back and take your vice grips off, and it's reset. It's pretty much simple. There's a indicator light on the Firefly that says that there's power. So when that's on, you know that there's power. There's another indicator light that comes on if it's been in a fire, if it needs to be reset. And there's a battery backup system. Now, the batteries are supposed to hold the door open in case there's a power failure. You'll hear them beep if they're weak, and then, for instance, if there's no power, they'll hold the batteries. They'll hold up to four hours, I believe. It used to be 72. I thought I just saw something here now where it changed it to 4. But you're in a hospital. You're not going to be without power for 4 hours. So the thing to know about these batteries is they're maintained through the unit, but they're not really rechargeable. If you don't change those batteries, if you hear it beeping, if there's, say for instance there's no power, this is what's happened here several times. They shut the power off. They hold for 4 hours, they drop the door, and then the doors are dropped, but it also ruins the battery. They won't recharge it from completely empty back up to where it's going to hold it. So all it does is maintain the battery. It's not like a battery charger or battery tender. Well, actually, it's more like a battery tender, but it won't recharge. So,
How long we hold, use for the battery?
4 hours.
it should be 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years?
Yeah, yeah. So, but when you're doing your work, you know, 3 years from now, if you hear, what's that noise, that means that the batteries are,
slow.
yeah, because it will warn you, it'll beep, it'll start beeping. You hear, what's that, someone will call and say, hey, there's something beeping in my ceiling, what is that? Then you know what the batteries are getting low.
What size are they?
They're 12 and a half amp, I think.
Yeah, 10.5.
It's one little battery about that big.
It's a special order from the, or we could probably get a Granger. We just have a battery number off the
Yeah,
bat.
you can give them us, you can give them Granger, you can, yeah. It's pretty simple.
Similar to like an emergency light battery or something like that, but it's not rechargeable.
Yeah. So this one has already been, this pin's already spit out on this?
Yeah, it's not hooked up to a Firefly.
Alright, so Zeke, maybe we can get the ladder in place, they can stand up there and you can, so you wanna designate one guy or you all wanna take a?
I think we all need to take a look
Yeah.
at it. Just
So once you,
You pass me a vice grip?
I think it's important that you actually do this and not just be shown because.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this light is this plunger, I don't know if you can see it, this one, you pull this all the way back.
Okay.
And then a light should pop on. There it is, look. So, you see it?
Yeah.
You gotta pull it back until the light comes on or else you're pretty much stuck where you're at.
Can you get, is it too tight to get a vice grip on that?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with hospitals, there's so much stuff in the ceilings. And this is no different than any other hospitals. Sometimes it's really hard to get in there. And
Is there? Can we access it from here? It would be easier or no? This is
I
right
think
there.
that's probably, if the fee's there, that's because it's, that's what it is.
Uh-huh.
If you can't get to it, Zeke, then they'll have to have one guy hold it, just like you and Joe
Yeah,
did.
because that's how we do it, honestly,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, I guess it's perfect training. Can somebody go up and hold it for me?
And then he'll show somebody on the other end here, how do you hook it back up.
So this is to release it, or what are we doing here?
No, so it's already been released.
Uh-huh.
When we came in the battery, we could hear.
Right, that's why the
Yeah,
gate's
yeah,
down, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So now we're trying to reset it?
Yes.
So you're talking about this green and orange light that's supposed to turn on, right?
Yeah, there's a red light will come on. There's a red light that comes on.
Oh, there it goes.
Alright. You can let go right now, I'll tell you when, I'll tell you when to,
So obviously it's a two-man job, right?
this is a turbo.
On some of these, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. On some there, you'll be able to get to the plunger and some you won't.
Can you see anything?
Shot of the turnbuckle he's working on there.
Can't really see
He
anything.
just turned.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let me see.
Alright, can you pull it?
Yes, sir.
You can't see anything here yet.
Well, that's what I was thinking, like, do you think we could open up the middle hatch so we can see what they're
Sure,
doing?
I guess worth a try.
Yeah.
I don't know what you can see, but certainly, I guess.
Are you pulling it?
Yep.
Is the light on?
Yep.
Go ahead. Get up there. Definitely access for the camera. I think.
Yeah.
There's Zeke.
can't get it to lock. Bro. You think I need to?
They plenty of slack out, so you can spin them back pretty quick. One fight with
Locked?
No.
it. You got the pin pulled up,
Yep.
and drop it down.
Hold on, my fingers getting tired. Yeah. It's already there. There it goes. Is the light on?
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna tighten it up.
So what does that do? The tensioner?
It just keeps the wire tight, so pretty much you can so it'll keep the plunger, pulled. That's what the turnbuckle does.
If you don't loosen that turnbuckle up, as you can see, you just have a hard enough time getting the pin back in with no tension on it. If he has to pull and keep.
Oh, so you're loosening it right
Yeah.
now.
Well, no, now he's tightening it
Yeah, I'm
back up.
tightening up right now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, first,
You had to loosen it just to get the pin back in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it should be stay tight.
yeah, the light should be on. Is the light on?
Yep, it's red.
All right, that's all that matters. As long as that light is on, it should work.
Okay.
So I know this is gonna be hard, but trying to stand too close to the edge.
All right.
Which light? The red light?
Yeah, that red light.
All right.
And then you're pulling that pin,
Oh, this right here? This?
pulling it that way?
Yeah.
To the left?
Yeah, push it to the left. Yeah.
Now you test the door to see if we open.
How did you open it?
Press button.
Oh, right there.
That's how you test it. If the door doesn't open, that means the button's still, pushed back.
Okay.
So you gotta make sure those buttons, the light comes on first, and then you check the button.
Okay, that red light.
Yeah, there we go. You gotta make sure it comes on.
So what happened if it turns off?
Well, pretty much, no,
Oh,
the door's
it's-
gonna
The
drop.
door will
Okay.
drop, yeah.
And if there's power, say it goes an alarm, if there's power that'll go, there's a safety on the bottom of the door. So if you're closing the door down and there's something away, that's what that gray thing is. It'll hit and go back up.
Oh wow.
For normal operation,
Hit
something
what?
like a chair there, you have to make sure that they.
It's clear.
Yeah. So if someone.
And this door got any adjustable, I mean, he open it too high or
Limits?
too low.
Limit
Well,
switches?
there's limits, but if the limits are off, that could indicate that there's a problem. It shouldn't be off.
We shouldn't have to reset the limit.
No, you should not. No. There's
Don't close that yet. We want to get up there and look.
there's a I'll leave you the manual. When you get to the O&Ms in the closeout package, there'll be a complete set in there. But I just printed off a copy just to leave with you guys so you can maybe bone up a little bit on it and see what that stuff what's all about.
And just in case we have to adjust that one, my dear, going to be where we going to be adjust.
The limits?
Yeah,
And the motor.
Exactly.
So you see the two little spillers right there?
Yeah.
The two little wheel right there, right?
Yeah, the top right.
Right here?
Yeah, those two.
Yeah.
The left one is for the open limit, and the right one's for the closed limit.
Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah, it's just a dial.
right?
Yeah.
And there's, of course, there's a little plate in the back that holds them to, in
Oh,
place.
okay.
So you push that back, and you'll be able to spin
Okay,
it.
because on,
And you have to
the,
make sure after you set them, you gotta rotate and make sure those are locked in.
okay.
Because if they're sitting on top,
Yeah, that one, my dear, is just same the old door.
I was just checking this. I was just kind of feeling around to see what's going on, and I pushed the plunger down. And so when I push the plunger down, that's basically what happens when there's a power failure.
Yeah.
Right. That right now the plunger is open due to a magnet or something from the power. Is that how it works? A solenoid, yeah.
Where did you push, Rich?
Right here. So that could be a way to just a manual test. You see that right there?
Yeah. I got it.
Okay. So now I get to learn how to reset it.
So this door closes down fast, huh?
Well,
That was actually pretty slow.
Oh, okay.
there's a certain amount of feet per second.
Yeah, that's about right.
And this is the battery we're referring to right here.
Where is it?
Right? This is the battery in this box here.
Shit, that's tight.
So now, what you wanna do is you wanna back off that, give yourself plenty of slack there.
Do I gotta push that thing to the left still?
Okay.
Want to unloosen it more, Rick?
I think I already got it back in place.
Oh, okay.
Is the light on?
Nope.
Well, hold on a second. I should be able to turn that light on by turning this turnbuckle tight, right?
That pin is supposed to be all the way in, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be all the way in. It's supposed to be locked. Firefly. So
Which pin?
That pin that Rich was holding right there? That silver one that's on that thing?
when you put it back in, can you see a little slot right there where your hand's at? That's
There's-
where the pin goes. The pin goes in there. You push the plunger down and you push the
black handle.
There it goes.
Is it locked?
I believe so. I mean,
No
you,
light on?
Nope.
You just have to now you have to tighten up the turnbuckle. You can put tension until the light comes on.
it's a little tricky to do the turnbuckle because the cables want to spin. Ow. That light's not on, Navy?
It's on now. As long as you hear that snap. Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much just the click. Let you know that the light is on.
Okay.
It clicks over here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the motor clicks. Let you know that the lights are flickering.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's a lot tighter now than it was before. I mean, you didn't. Does it need to be kind of loose, or
As long as the light is on, you're good.
okay?
What is it? Orange or yellow light mean?
It's just the limit, and one is the close and open.
Okay.
The orange ones are the limit, and then the other the green light pretty
The
much just
ceiling
shows
is
that it has
dropped right here,
power.
man.
What's that?
The ceiling, you cut the hole.
What's what hole?
No.
He said you fill out the hole.
Oh.
So, you should be good to go.
Oh, this is it?
Yeah, all of them are operating like that. It's just the only problem is that some of them are hard to get.
Oh, okay.
That's the
get to
problem.
those.
Yeah,
Some
but
are
I-
harder to get to than this one.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not bad at all.
No.
And AB, you weren't doing anything when I put that pin back in originally, right?
So
if
no,
you loosen-
I was pushing it.
Yeah, that's all because it's easier if somebody pushes the plunger, it's easier for you to get it in.
Right, because it gives you more slack.
Yeah.
Right, right. Okay, I got it.
Right now, where are you gonna send John?
So let me